A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Second and 6. And this will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. His first carry. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take control.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Hines. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll drop to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Play action, it's Taylor. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll check this down to Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now back to throw. On the move to his left.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hines. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Hines. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Carry here for Burgess. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, it's back.